Hey guys, I'm Tim Langston with Red Dog Bushcraft, and today what I thought I would do is kick off a series about processing food. And today we're going to concentrate on rabbits. Now there's a lot of considerations to think about when you decide what animals you want to raise on your homestead or for the purpose of feeding your family. We can talk about a lot of those considerations in depth later, but the size of the animal, the facilities that you have to care for those animals, and the amount of maintenance it takes to take care of that animal from birth to dispatch. Now make no doubt about it, when I say dispatch, I mean killing that animal. We're going to take an animal that we have raised from birth or that we have purchased and raise that animal to supply us food or to use as a trade item. So before we get into all that, let's talk just a little bit about the ethical treatment of animals. If you're going to raise food for your own consumption, you're doing that probably because you want the highest quality food that is available, and you're going to take that animal and raise it and treat it in the best manner possible for your area where you're at. Now, the rabbits that I'm going to use today, they're kept inside. It's a heated space. It has fans in the summertime to cool them down. It's not completely climate controlled, but it is well within the range of temperatures and conditions that help my animals to thrive and be comfortable. When it comes to the food that I supply them, not only do they get fresh food, but they get the highest quality feed that I can supply. And the animals are treated with respect and kindness. And that just goes back to my culture and the way I was raised. Well, think about it like this. If you're going through all this trouble, weeks and weeks, maybe months of raising animals for your own consumption, the last thing you want to do at the point of dispatching that animal is to stress it out. You can give it the best home, you can give it the best feed, do everything right, but if you stress that animal out at the time of dispatch, there is a chemical cocktail that takes place within that animal's body when it is in a state of fear that is released into that animal that will change the taste, the texture, and the quality of that animal. And it would be silly to stress that animal out. Now, as I process my rabbits, you may see me do some things that will appear a little strange, such as when the animal is being dispatched, I go through a method called the broomstick method, and I'll cover that on a separate video. So if you don't want to watch the dispatch of animals, you won't have to do that in this video. But when I dispatch that animal, you may see me pet that animal. Now that animal is going to go from a comfortable position to dispatched within just a couple of seconds. If I do my job right, that animal is deceased as I'm petting it. But that's just my way of showing respect to that animal that is giving its life for me to have life, for me to have food. You may see me when I'm getting ready to process that animal and cut the hide or remove the feet or so on. You may see me petting that animal. And when I move the animal, I may cradle it and turn it gingerly, not just tossing it around. Once again, that's my way of showing respect to that animal, even though it is dead. There is no point in this process that you should be mean, cruel, or handle that animal roughly. So let me get the camera repositioned and we will go to the dispatch method that I utilize. And later on, we may talk about the processing of some other animals. But for right now, that's the end of this video. It's just an introduction into the dispatch and processing of animals. Until next time, I'm Tim Langston with Red Dog Bushcraft, home of global safety and survival. God bless.